Still working this 9 to 5, but it's a great day to be alive. Different days, same old hustle. I'm busting my ass, I'm busting my knuckles. Old boss man, such a jerk, always telling me to get back to work. Been 2 years since my last raise, but it's Friday, I just got paid. Been watching this clock all damn day. When 5 o'clock comes, I'll be on my way. When the weekend comes, we're riding, and you know there's no denying. Fired up loud, hold your head proud, living life, running full throttle. There ain't no better feeling, 'cause riding is my healing. I got the chrome side up, rubber side down, living life, running full throttle. When you're on your steel horse, you in the road, no limit how far you go. Got no cares, got the wind in my face. There's no rules in this rat race. Got all of my boys, got my wolf pack. I never gotta work 'cause they got my back. Open road with no wind inside. We ride all day and party all night. Riding these streets all damn day. Forever two wheels, that's what I say. When the weekend comes, we're riding, and you know there's no denying. Fired up loud, hold your head proud, living life, running full throttle. There ain't no better feeling, 'cause riding is my healing. I got the chrome side up, rubber side down, living life, running full throttle. When the weekend comes, we're riding, and you know there's no denying. Fired up loud, hold your head proud, living life, running full throttle. There ain't no better feeling, 'cause riding is my healing. I've got the chrome side up, rubber side down, living life, running full throttle. Running full throttle. Running full throttle. I got the chrome side up, rubber side down, living life, running full throttle.
I'm the one you look for in the darkest hour. I'm the one you call when you need your power. When she broke your heart, you came to me. When you fell apart, I set you free. You can't tell where you are, I can't tell where you've been. You don't know who I am, you better learn my name. Oh yeah, because I am rock. I'm rock and roll. I'm the feeling way down in your soul. I am rock. I'm rock and roll. Everybody's gonna lose control because I am rock. I am rock and roll. Say you don't feel it, then my time is done. But half a billion people just can't be wrong. Come on, take a chance, go and get up again. Lose yourself in my music, won't take you long. you hear in your rock and roll dreams. I can chill you feel when the guitar screams. When you had it rough and life wasn't fair, I turn you on when you turn me up, and I take you there.
Hell yeah, baby. Outlaw Radio Nation in the house.
Good to see you, Outlaws. How you all doing tonight?
All you damn heathens and rebels. We're in the big house again.
Hell yeah.
I'm excited about tonight. We have a big one.
It's going to be a good show, Jeff.
It's going to be a great one.
It's going to be a great show.
Dalton Jones is going to be with us at 8 p.m.
One of my absolute favorite artists that we play.
Hell yeah, man.
Do I have to say that about everybody we interview?
No, but he is definitely
He's
awesome.
really one of my favorites. I love Dalton Jones.
Hell yes. Another hell yes.
From the
back
mother.
at you. All right.
Outlaw 4.
So he'll be in at 8 p.m. for a great interview. We also have Q&A for our listeners. They send in questions. We're going to try to answer them the best of our ability. In Paranormal, I have Voodoo Zombies. And Reverend Rob is bringing the cost. Tells a little teaser.
Just a little teaser?
Yes.
All right. You know what? Everybody wants a new life, right? Everybody wants something different. Well, that's kind of the part that they don't put on the motivational speakers is that nobody wants the death that comes along with getting something new. So that's a little teaser for the rest of the show.
All right,
You
very
gotta stick
cool.
around and listen, though.
All right, so we kicked it off. You heard Jay Jones with Full Throttle, and then you heard Josie and the Corruption, I Am Rock. We also tonight have Name Droppers, which is cool, not to be confused with Panty Droppers.
Yes.
Okay. Toffee Nut Orion, weird name, cool song. We have music by this guy, Rob Johnson.
We also have music by this guy, Jeff James.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun
Great
one.
tune. It's a great tune. You're going to love it. You're going to love it.
You're going to love his too. I haven't played it on the show before.
It's another new one.
Yeah, it's another new one.
Yep. It's you know what? This one I think is about somebody that just ripped me apart.
It's called She Wrecks Me, so I would assume so.
Well, you'll have that sometimes.
My song is called Dear Rachel.
Sounds like another song that rips somebody apart.
Yeah, totally.
That's awesome.
All right.
So we're in sync.
Also music by Valken Wolf, Mud Junkie, Joe Rigg, Dalton Jones, Farline, and Juke Johnson. Are you ready?
Are you ready?
I said, are you freaking ready, man?
Are you ready?
Let's kick it.
Where's our soundbite?
Are you ready?
Is your hair crooked?
I think my hair's crooked.
That's why you need a bandana.
I
It's
know.
great for bad hair days.
No, I'm going the wrong way. I don't know. I don't know. It's just bothering me.
Do you like to
Looks
say
funny.
something to the listeners, man? Look at all these comments. We're 13 already.
Bro, we got a bunch of comments. We had 17 people watching and listening right now.
Want to go through some of the list?
Oh, we could?
All right, let's do that.
Oh man, we got Janine's in here, who again has taken the number 1 spot in the comment section.
It's a battle.
You got Sandy.
Sandy, yeah.
Sandy K. Sandy K.
Sandy K.
Sandy, I have a blanket and a quilt waiting for me right over there.
You'll be able to find him because it'll look like a teepee.
We got Lisa Bella. I'm not sure who Outlaw 11 is. We got Outlaw 11. The Paranormal Chef is in the house.
What's up, Matt Guka?
MCP in the house.
MCP's in the house.
Of course, the ever wonderful Mrs. Stibbs.
Miss Stibbs, nice to see you.
The professor.
Professor Paul,
We got the professor.
he's in the house.
You know what?
So many comments, man.
It was the professor in the lab with the
Trench coat
beaker.
with the beaker.
With the beaker.
What was in the beaker?
Might have been the test tube. I don't know.
you know
Just saying. And then I believe a couple of these, Mugga and J 2011. I think that's a couple of my kids. That's Jamie and Jace.
Yeah, Jace's Outlaw 4W-11.
Ah, that's my youngest son.
He said he changed his name.
He changed it. Well, that's my youngest son, so that's pretty awesome.
There he is right there. I am Jace Johnson.
So special shout out to my youngest Jace and my oldest Jamie.
Yep. Hello, guys. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining the show. All right, so we got some questions in regarding Q&A from our listeners.
We did. We got a lot of them.
And I think the first two, I'm going to I want Rob to answer these because he's much more diplomatic than I am.
Well, I've got
Yes.
I've had kind of a career being diplomatic, Jeff. Yeah. The first question we received was, why did Jim and Megan leave the show? Well, it's really plain and simple. Jim moved on to other things, as did Megan. They just had a very full life. They're very blessed, and they've moved on, and they're no longer working with us. They're not working against us either, but they're no longer working with us. And Jeff, we wish them well, don't we?
Sure.
So right there from the horse's mouth.
Sure. Yeah, of course I do.
Now, when Jim and Megan left, we lost a few listeners. So we had a question that came in, does it bother us when we lose listeners? Well, that's kind of, I hate to say it's a silly question, but of course it bothers us when we lose listeners. We would like to retain every listener that we have. And you know what? I recognize that I am, Jeff, I'm kind of an acquired taste.
You too.
I definitely am.
Yeah.
I think Sandy wants to find out how acquired of a taste I am.
She wants to taste the goods.
Well, I am an acquired taste, and Jeff, you kind of are of acquired taste too. But
I have my moments.
I wouldn't know that personally. But anyways, some people, they just don't like what we do. They don't like the music, whatever.
Look what Cuff said.
Maybe it's a bad time slot, but we have a totally kick-ass band that if you missed the interview last night with Cuff, they said we gained one. Cuff, man, we love you. Your interview last night was outstanding. I thoroughly enjoyed it from my couch at home as I watched it and commented in on it. Love you guys. Love your music. Can't wait for the new music. I just can't wait for the music. It's going to be great.
They sent me the whole album. And I
Really?
downloaded every song, and I plan on playing them Monday all through the week.
Oh, yes.
And you're on the
Yes.
show today commenting. That's kudos to you guys. I'm definitely freaking playing you.
You guys are great, man. We love you. So, I mean, does it bother when we lose a listener? Sure, it does. But you know what? We just move on to the next one.
Yeah. And look how many we've gained since.
But
they've
you know
left.
what, Jeff? People want to know, do you have a secret crush?
Kinda.
I mean, I'm right here. Don't be bashful.
Hey.
Hi. Stop it.
I really go for the priest thing. Yes, Father, I have sinned.
It's the collar.
Yeah. I have sinned.
You know, I have been known to wear just the collar on occasion.
You hear that, Sandy? Just the collar, baby. She's like, oh my God, I wish I never said anything about the quilt. The cock master.
But yeah, dude. So you have
you?
a secret crush?
I kind of like that one girl that I saw a few weeks back up at Smedley's. I wanted to talk to her, but I did not see her on Thursday night when I went. I was prepared.
I mean, do I have a secret crush? You want to know that? You know what? My crushes are rarely secret. I usually kind of tell people, yeah, I mean, hey, I'm interested, or I'd like to know, you know, in one way, shape, form, or another. There's probably there's probably one that definitely knows, but it's one of those situations. I got a song. One of these days we'll have to play it, called "In Another Life." So she knows, but it's just like, you know, timing never kind of matches up.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
It happens. I'll be honest with you. I kind of dig KK from the Rising Fall. I mean, if I was in Chicago, I think I would probably ask her out.
The Rising Fall is a pretty killer band, dude.
I really dig that chick. I think she's awesome. She's down to earth. She's super attractive. She's blonde. I really dig the blondes. I'm not against brunettes. I like all.
You know, when I think about do we have a secret crush or whatever, you know, it kind of makes me think like if my life was a movie title, you know, what would the movie title be?
The river ran through it. She's run through.
I think mine's Anaconda.
Oh my God, that's funny. God dang it, that's funny. All right.
Have you seen the new Anaconda movie?
Yeah, that snake is big.
That's a big snake, man.
Yeah, that's big.
Jeff, what would your movie title be if you were a movie?
I don't know. I thought of it. I like Clint Eastwood a lot. I've thought about the good, the bad, the ugly, but that doesn't really sum it up for me.
Well, that definitely sums up my life.
Yeah, that definitely sums up my younger life. I don't know, man. Crazy movie is with The World According to Garp. Have you ever seen that?
I've seen that. That's an excellent movie.
It's an excellent movie. I don't know. Maybe One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Could be Moscow on the Hudson.
It could be Moscow on the Hudson. It could be Con Air.
Yeah.
I don't know. Snakes on a Plane. You get it, Sandy? All right. I don't know. I like the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'll go with that one. All right. Give up your phone or give up your freedom.
We talked about this before the show a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't have much freedom in this country anymore.
You're exactly right.
So, I mean, I might as well just give up my freedom. Keep my screen.
Just take it.
Just
take it. I don't freaking need it.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
I'd rather have freedom than my phone.
Yeah, I choose freedom.
I would have to choose freedom because, I mean, honestly, on my phone, they're listening right now.
Yeah.
They're watching this.
I think everybody would probably give up their phone rather than give up their freedom. All right, Rob?
Well, I mean, who was the last person you blocked on social media? If I'm honest, the last person I blocked on social media, I cannot remember. It was probably like some stupid spam crap that I got, and I just went, oh, this is definitely, you know, some catfish spam crap, so I blocked it. But the last person I unfriended was my ex-girlfriend.
What'd she do to deserve that?
When she broke up with me, not once, not twice, but 3 times, and the third time I was like,
We're no longer friends on Facebook.
I've got it. I've got another song. It's about her. It's called "Gone and Back Again."
I realize that most of the best songs in the world are about women.
Well,
let's say relationships.
Relationships.
So
I would say relationships for sure.
Yeah.
How about you, Jeff? Who's the last person you blocked on social media?
Well, I block a lot of people. Last person I blocked was the Outlaw Brody Lee. I didn't like how he. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
You did not appreciate the interaction that you had with this gentleman.
Yeah, that's basically it.
See, that's the diplomatic way to say it.
Yeah, I was gonna spill the beans completely, but then I was like,
why?
better yet not to say it, and then
but why?
let the Reverend
who cares?
do it for us,
right? You know,
Yeah.
You know, Sandy says she blocked and banned, Matt Chase, under medicated, and, Ms. Piggy. We know who that is, too.
Yeah. Miss Piggy and their flapjack titties.
Yes, Cuff, the third time it sunk in. Really, it sunk in after the,
The third time.
the second time. But, you know, I was a miserable doormat and let her come back. And when she came back, I told her, I says, if you do this again, that's it. And she did it again. So, matter of fact, she left me. Backstory on that, the third time she left me was like literally like days after I came out of spinal surgery.
When you said that once, twice, three
Times a lady. She was never a lady, Jeff.
Hey, you know how the old saying goes? First time, shame on you. Second time, shame on me. What's the third one?
I
there-
don't know that there's.
Shit.
Well, I don't think there's supposed to be a third one.
No, probably not.
Oh, my little brother Fat Stick is in the house.
Yeah, I love that picture. Can't get over it.
He's like a tuna can.
Okay. If there was a billboard, what would your billboard say?
My billboard. Oh boy.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I already know what mine is.
I'm thinking like Rev Rob down on the farm. Breakfast special.
Bob Evans?
Biscuits and gravy.
Just biscuits and gravy.
Yeah.
Rob Johnson.
Rev Rob.
Rev Rob, biscuits and gravy.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's fantastic.
I'll
You
make
should get one on 71 and just say Reverend Rob with a picture of biscuits and gravy. That would be super cool.
I mean, honestly,
That would be cool.
like I'm okay, let's keep it within Rev Rob. Let's keep it within Rev Rob. I'll take your confession.
Yeah.
I'll take your confession.
How about I do conjugal visits?
Bring photos and video.
The monkey knows how to use a camera, okay? Okay. Mine would say the cockmaster cometh. It would just have my picture on there. And then it's underneath it would say
Wait.
Outlaw Radio.
Picture of what, Jeff?
Yeah. I don't know if they could put that on the billboard. Do you think that they could do like a
I mean, mine wouldn't fit.
No. That's what I hear.
You call me tripod.
Tripod. Kickstand. All right, Rob.
Well, it does lean a little to the left, so.
Oh, man. It curves to the right.
Well,
It's got a mind of its own. It does its thinking for me.
you know, Jeff, I just realized I forgot my kids are listening.
Yeah, I forgot too.
I mean, it's my Jamie.
Sorry, kids.
Jamie's 33 years old, but she honestly doesn't want to hear her father talk like that.
These are adult topics.
And Jace is not quite 12.
Yeah.
So
He probably knows more than you do.
my brother says Shabbat Shalom, Rabbi Rob from Brandon and Chris. Brandon's hanging with Chris.
Shalom.
Shalom, Brendan. Shalom.
All right, so our listeners want to know this one, Rob. They want to know if you still play out.
I do. Not very often. I have not. I am currently in process. Actually, Gibby is probably going to be my guitar player. He's been working real hard to learn
Gibby.
all these songs that you're hearing. So Gibby's going to play guitar, and I don't know if Christopher with the MAGA hat there is going to play drums for me.
Black eye.
He's a hell of a drummer, and he can sing. I don't know if my country stuff's quite his speed, but you know he's my first choice for drummer. But if not, I got 2 or 3 backups for drums. I'm going to play bass and sing because that's what I do. I thought about maybe playing acoustic guitar and getting a different bass player, but I'm good with the bass. So like I'm putting together a band to start playing some of these songs that you guys are hearing because that's really who I am. However, there's a band that I've been with for over 30 years called The Original Project down in Medina County, and we actually have a show coming up very soon. Next Saturday at Amy's Arbor down in Valley City, right on Center Road, and it's from 6 to 9. 6 to 9, free show. Come on
Nice.
out. You do need to bring a seat because it's, like there's a, gazebo. We're in that, and then you guys would sit on the lawn or whatever. But it should be a great show. We're going to play for you for about 3 hours. We're doing a variety of stuff. I wish I could play some music for you, but Tommy hasn't sent it to me in an email yet. So,
Very cool.
But I think you guys would really like it. It's not too far off from what I do. It's a little bit more rock and roll, where mine's a little bit more country. But it's a week from yesterday.
Yeah, guys, go check out that show next Saturday. And I don't play out anymore. I'm too freaking busy, man. I'm done with bands. I like to just write tunes, record them. I don't play out anymore.
The fat
Don't got the time for
the
that.
fat stick says he can play the skin flute while Gibby plays the drums.
With his MAGA hat on.
Actually, it should read while Gibby beats the drums, but I don't know where Gibby is in the comments. He's
Beats
not
the
here.
skins.
Maybe he's listening, but he's not here. I don't know. He's not commenting. We have a lot of comments tonight.
Yeah, we do.
That's great. I'm not even able to catch up on this. So, Sandy says, "Come get some." I don't know who she's referring to.
Oh, she's referring to you, big boy.
Oh,
Come get some.
she's referring to me.
Come and get it.
Not the Cock King.
I don't know. She probably wants us both.
Apparently, I'm the Snake King.
The Snake King.
That's what she put, dude.
Yeah, she loved the Anaconda comment. She's like, oh, yeah.
She said both of y'all at the same time,
Both
Sandy.
y'all. No, I'm not into sharing anymore, Sandy. That doesn't work for me. It's all one-on-one now. All right, we're going to play some tunes.
Hey, is that the end of our questions?
Yeah, that was it. Well, there was the dirty one, and I skipped it. Do you want to do the dirty one?
Yeah, let's do the dirty one. What was it? Well, I mean, God, we've been filthy all night.
Doggy or missionary?
Doggy or missionary?
I'll go first.
All right, you go first.
I prefer doggy.
Why is that, Jeff?
I don't know if this is politically correct for YouTube or not, but in my experience, you could
It's
go...
not on the list that's right there.
Yeah, it's true. Graphic or explicit sexual narratives and harassment.
That might be sexual narrative.
Yeah, it might be a sexual narrative. So on behalf of YouTube, I have to opt out, but I just would like to say I like that.
On behalf of all men.
On behalf of all men.
On behalf of all men, I'm going to say, does it really matter?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I mean, as long as the guy's getting some, does it really matter? I mean, now if I had a preference, it probably wouldn't be either one of those. But, if I had to choose one, it'd probably be doggy.
Your daughter's like, no, no. Where do you think babies come from? All right. Oh,
I'm not sure if she knows.
reverse cowgirl.
I like that one.
I've never done that one.
That's a good one.
I've never
That's
done
good.
that.
Cowgirl and reverse cowgirl are both good.
I just turn them around, make them face the wall, and then take my phone out, put it on their ass, and watch porn. Man, I said the bad word.
Corn? You said
corn.
corn.
I said corn. That's
You
right.
said corn. I heard it.
Corn.
Jamie, I love you. Please forgive your dear old dad.
This is Outlaw Radio Show. I don't know if anybody realizes we're outlaws.
We are outlaws.
Say whatever you
and
want.
I have been dubbed the most irreverent reverend.
Yeah, and the collar is fantastic for these topics. I love it.
Well, I mean, it definitely gets views.
All right, we're gonna play some tunes.
Let's play some music. Hey, who do we got coming up, Jeff?
Now, you're not gonna believe this one.
No.
You got my band with a song called "Dear Rachel," and then we're gonna
Very
follow that
cool.
up with Farline with "Going Home."
This is Jeff James.
Hell yes,
The Black Roses. It's called Dear Rachel.
and we'll be right back. Yeah.
Packed my bags last night to head for something new. From across the world, you were all into how the days flew by. We left it all behind. Were we in too deep to see? We left it all behind. 'Cause we were meant to shine. Love is all I ever needed. It keeps me holding on. It's all I ever wanted. To coming back for more. Living each day for the moment. I'm finally going home. Driving home tonight with only you inside. After a slow long cruise down Brickell Avenue, going way too fast, trying to make it last. Doing everything I can to get home to you. So catch me if I fall. Love is all I ever needed. It keeps me holding on. It's all I ever wanted. To coming back for more. Living each day for the moment. I'm finally going home. I find my way back to you. A warm Miami night. The breeze down Ocean Drive. I'm not lost, you're on my mind. A path wide open to you. Through the noise and through the lights. We're burning like neon signs. I'm going home this last time. Your love is all I ever needed. It keeps me holding on. It's all I ever wanted. Keep coming back for more. Living each day for the moment. I'm finally going home. I'm finally going home to you. Was barely holding on.
Right.
All right, man.
All right.
I made a little mistake, guys. I changed the order last night. That was Farline with what was it? Going home.
Going home.
Yeah,
Going home.
Going Home.
Which is awesome. It's a great tune. You can find their music on all your streaming platforms for sure. I checked it out myself.
Yeah, and Lisbeth Barrett. We'll try to be a little better.
We'll try.
We'll try.
We'll do our best.
We're doing pretty good. I have a whole list. Let me show you. A whole list of do's and don'ts.
That we're not allowed to talk about or say.
I'm staring at it as I do the show.
Yes.
So there will be mistakes made. I'm just not used to being
It's
good.
kind of a learning curve.
It is a huge learning curve.
You know, I've spent a lot of time in the ministry building the ministry that God's built the ministry for me, but I spent a lot of time building it, and you know, this is kind of like who I am, and this is why the ministry is effective.
You're just an actor in his play.
I am.
We're all just actors in this big play. All right, paranormal, Voodoo Zombies. It's kind of cool. You guys are thinking zombies. We'll get to that later. Yeah. But we're going to talk about the voodoo aspect of it.
It's definitely different.
It is different.
Expected.
So the original zombie has nothing to do with brain-eating monsters. It's rooted in the history of slavery and the Afro-Caribbean religion of voodoo. In this context, a zombie is a person whose soul has been captured or whose body is controlled by a sorcerer as a bokor.
A bokor.
A bokor.
A bokor.
That's what they call the sorcerer or medicine man in voodoo.
Gotcha.
In Haitian voodoo, a zombie is often viewed as a tragic figure rather than a predator. The enslaved spirit, the concept represents a fear worse than death, losing one's free will, being forced into eternal labor. Which that would really suck.
It really would. I mean, you're going to be a slave for eternity?
For eternity.
That's a really long time.
I got to go, man. I've had enough.
I mean, I know a little thing or two about that.
Yeah. Oh, marriage.
There you go.
There you go.
Done that. You know,
It's like being a slave.
My marriage was not bad.
No.
It really wasn't.
Mine was awful. I got to get out of it right away.
I was married to a wonderful woman. It just was time that we went different ways.
Time to go.
I don't hold any ill will against her.
Yeah. All right.
Serpent and the Rainbow, the movie.
So a sorcerer, the bokor, is said to use zombie powder to make a person appear dead after burial. The bokor digs them up and uses them as mindless servants. Or I like to call girlfriends. It's not getting any better, man.
Wow, Jeff.
Okay. The salt antidote. Legend says that if a zombie tastes salt, they will regain their senses and return to their grave or home. Salt.
Salt.
Salt to the earth.
Is that, well, yeah, I mean, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, man. That's where we return. That's where we come from ashes. We return to it.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so the case of Clairvius Narcisse. One of the most famous cases involved a man who died in 1962 and reappeared 18 years later claiming he had been a zombie slave.
Claiming.
Wade Davis and Tetrodox.
Do you need help?
Yeah, can you do that one?
Hang on. Tetrodotoxin.
There you go.
Tetrodotoxin.
Tetrodotoxin. That's a tough one.
Tetrodotoxin. Say that 3 times fast.
Yeah, man. In this book, The Serpent and the Rainbow, anthropologist Wade Davis argued that bokors use a neurotoxin from the pufferfish to induce a death-like trance.
You know what? Interesting fact. If you come see me play next Saturday,
He'll
you're
give
going
you
to
a
hear
puffer.
a song called The Serpent and the Rainbow. And back in the early to mid 90s, it was in regular rotation on 98.5.
Hey, very cool.
Just a little piece of history.
We should request that song.
It's a little trivia.
A little trivia for you guys out there. We shouldn't have gave that away. But you know what? We'll bring it up in another show and we'll get
We'll see.
We'll make it a music trivia.
Should I be
contest.
nice and say it one more time?
Yeah, one more time for the audience.
There was a song by a band called The Original Project, who we get together, do about 3 or 4 shows a year. And we had a song called Serpent and the Rainbow.
Serpent and the Rainbow.
The Serpent and the Rainbow. And it was in regular rotation on the Cleveland Classic.
Nice. Cleveland Classic.
98.5.
All right. The U.S. Department of Defense, DOD, created CONPLAN 8888-11, also known as counter-zombie dominance, as a legitimate training tool to help military planners prepare for large-scale operations. Although the scenario is fictional, the military structure, logistics, and legal frameworks used in the plan are entirely real. Now check this out.
Crazy. Well, right before you get to that, because that kind of ties in, I think. You know, Lisa Barrett says, Lisa Bella says, did we know that the CDC has a zombie preparedness guide? And then later on, Janine says, yes, the CDC published it during COVID, and they will use frequencies to make it happen.
That's exactly right. The different scenarios that Department of Defense has is pathogenic zombies, which are created by infectious agents like viruses.
Radiation zombies.
Mutated by exposure to high level of radiation.
Huh. We have evil magic zombies that are created through occult and experimentation.
Space zombies originating from extraterrestrial sources.
Extraterrestrial sources, holy cow.
Then we have that one.
The weaponized zombies. And I bet they've done that already, because how many attempts on Trump have there been?
Yeah, we just one last night.
Nah, yep. And of course, they were shot and killed.
Engineered by hostile states to be used as bioweapons.
Weaponized zombies.
Yep. Oh, they weaponize people all the time.
I think they like this topic because Janine says, or Lisa Bella says that it's older than COVID. She downloaded it a decade before COVID for a college paper. And Gibby says the operation was intended for civilian defense, that zombies are government-rated people that are anti-government. And you know how they get that in us to control us? Could be a...
Could be the shot.
I have to tread lightly here. It could be some sort of vaccine.
The jab.
Could be the stab.
Could have been the stab.
So, who knows? This is some crazy stuff. And is this conspiracy level stuff?
Well, some of it, but it goes back to zombies and voodoo. That's where it all comes from.
Well, it definitely comes from that. And I mean, and our own government is publishing preparedness guides for zombies.
Right. And there's handbooks how to defend yourself against zombies. So zombies are legendary undead beings created through the reanimation of human corpses. While they originated in Haitian folklore as magically controlled bodies, popular culture has expanded them into major media franchises such as Disney's hit musical series, science fiction tropes involving viruses, fungi, or radiation. Now, Rob, I got some stories, some news reports.
Do you have any? Tell me, please. Are you going to include that one from way back where the dude down in Florida?
Yeah, for sure. That's my first one. Yeah.
Oh, dude, this is great. This is great. I remember that one. And people freaked out about that.
Hell yeah. The cops stood there and didn't know what to do. They were so freaked out by it. So in May of 2012, a man named Rudy Eugene attacked a homeless person, Ronald Popo, on MacArthur Causeway in Miami, Florida. During an 18-minute encounter, Eugene beat the victim unconscious, stripped him, and bit off most of his face. He was eating his face.
I mean, I just remember, and I remember seeing the video.
Of him just hovering over him.
Well, yeah, but I remember seeing him look up, and he had, the blood and everything on his face.
It was
horrifying.
It was
horrifying. I couldn't believe, and what was that? There was some alligator drug or something he was on.
Oh, bath salts.
Was it bath salts? They called it something else. So it wasn't called bath salts.
Yeah, but I know the name that you're talking about. It's that alligator thing where it turns your body into an alligator.
Yeah, like croc or something like that.
Crocodile.
Something like that.
Yeah, crocodile. Really awful adult party substance. In May of 2024, religious author Chad Daybell was sentenced to death for his role in the unaliving of his first wife and two of his girlfriend's children. His girlfriend Lori Vallow was convicted in the unaliving. Prosecutors revealed that Daybell and Vallow used a dark cult-like belief system to justify the unaliving. They convinced followers that the victims had become possessed by zombies or a zombie cult.
So therefore, they were unalived.
They're unalive, dark entities that their physical bodies had to be destroyed to save their souls.
How many times
mental.
did you say unaliving?
He unalived them.
How many times?
Yeah, 3 or 4.
Wow.
I'm trying
That's
to
crazy.
see Lisbeth. I'm trying. All right, so the case against the zombie hunter Brian Patrick Miller violently unalived 2 young women in Phoenix in the early 1990s. But in 1494, Europe witnessed the closest real
Columbus
life.
sailed the ocean blue.
Yes, he did. With a zombie.
Oh, no, I had the wrong year.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, syphilis was spreading across the continent after France's invasion of Italy.
That's what it was.
Victims experienced decaying skin, limb loss, dementia, sparking widespread panic. Very cool. We have a very special guest in our green room.
I can't wait to talk to this guy.
Dalton Jones, I know you can hear me right now.
Dalton Jones is awesome.
I see ya.
Can't wait.
We're going to play one song. I'm going to get everything set up, and we're going to bring you in, all right? All right, man.
Awesome. We got the head shake. Coming up, Dalton Jones.
All right, very cool, man. I'm excited. This is Balkan with Wolf. The song is called Country, and we'll be right back.
When I'm holding her late at night, close to me on this other night, she says, stop playing that country song. You've been playing it all night long. Take the time to know who I am. See, I'm not really a country fan. But listen to my favorite song. Stop playing that country song. She's not in the country. She's in what we call a rock and roll. Well, she's a little boat girl. A little rumba in her soul, yeah. Keep her body moving all through the night. It's a Latin girl, hold us all the night. It's that lay me down girl. Keep her body moving all through the night, yeah. She's not in the country. She's not in the country. Keep her body moving all through the night. It's a Latin girl, the blues at night. It's not the dirt road, total pickup truck. It's a city life and all my love. Not in the country. She's in what we call a rock and roll. Oh, she's my little punk girl. A little rumba in her soul. Keep her body moving all through the night. It's a Latin girl, roll us all the night. It's that lay me down girl. Keep her body moving all through the night. Yeah. She's not in the country.
Hell yeah.
Falcon Wolf, man. She hates country.
That's a great song.
I don't know what her problem is.
Where are they from again?
Man, I can't remember off the top of my head. You would ask me that question.
Of course I would. Hey,
You know how many bands we play? I can't remember them all.
Well,
Hundreds a week.
we do, and I always look forward to new music. But
That was a
I
brand
am,
new track.
dude. I'm a little excited. I'm like super looking forward to meeting with Dalton Jones here.
He's sweating next to me. He's like, oh, I can't wait for this. All right, so I'm going to do a little introduction. We're going to bring him in. Dalton Jones is a rising independent country artist from Jacksonville, Alabama. Alabama! He is known for traditional raw country sound influenced by his upbringing in the church and his roots in the rural South, balancing a music career with full-time job and a family life. Jones often writes blue-collar songs that reflect his personal experiences and working-class background. Please welcome to the Outlaw Radio Nation family, our guest, Dalton Jones.
Welcome, Dalton. Hey, brother.
What's going on, guys? How y'all doing tonight?
I'm a bit of a fanboy, so.
Been talking about it all week. Every time I see him, he's like, who do we have coming again? I'm like, Dalton Jones. He's like, oh, my God, thank God.
As soon as he told me, like 2-3 weeks ago, I'm like, oh, my God, I can't wait.
Yeah.
I love your music.
Thank you, guys. Man, I appreciate you both so much for just keeping and playing our songs, and I see it when you guys share it and all the things you do. So I try to keep pushing it and pressing forward with you guys too. So I definitely appreciate that.
We got you, brother.
Oh, very cool. Well, I love outlaw country music. When I'm in the car, I just listen to country all the time. I listen to a lot of metal and rock on the show and stuff. I love metal, but outlaw country is my thing.
Outlaw Grace is my thing.
I love it.
It's my music. When I first started doing this, I always try to tell folks, if you took I grew up listening to Hank Jr. and Merle Haggard and Waylon and Charlie Daniels, and Charlie Daniels was one of my favorites. He always was one of my favorites, and I would say, with my music, that's one person that I tried to not really personify, but I want to kind of live in that lane of music, because I love rock and roll, love heavy metal music. I love really all forms of rock, and I also love country music. I love 90s country. I love outlaw country. I like some of the modern country stuff, but I always try to tell people, if you had a triangle and you put at the three corners, you had traditional country, outlaw country, and country rock, I'm like somewhere right in the middle of that. So that's always kind of where I try to live with what I do, and just tell good stories while we're doing it.
Oh, very cool. We'll get to the metal thing, because don't think I didn't know this, man. You started singing in the church at age 4 with your dad. How did those early Southern gospel roots shape your current raw country sound, man?
That's it. I grew up in church. My dad's a pastor, so my dad's been preaching for, probably 25 years now. And so, I was always in the church, always around the church. And my dad, he's got a true tenor Southern gospel voice, beautiful, beautiful voice. And I could remember as a kid him just singing and having such a good time in church. And so naturally, one Sunday I asked, hey, Dad, can I sing with you? And he said, absolutely. So that next Sunday, we sang a special, and it was just a great, I was hooked from that point forward. And, I would say that it really helped me as far as, the inflection of my voice and those types of things, and notes and pitch and key and all those things. But really, I didn't develop the raspiness, I guess, the more growl of my voice until later in life. Really, probably around, I would say, the age of 25, somewhere between 25 and 30 is when I kind of developed that raspiness. And it's something that I think, having that kind of choral background and growing up in church, it really helped me to be able to regulate it and do some of the things we do today. But it definitely shaped a lot of what I am as a singer and performer, for sure.
Very cool, man. Well, you taught yourself guitar at age 10. You learned Metallica. You learned Sweet Home Alabama before even mastering a G chord, right?
I did.
How does Metallica influence you, man?
So as a kid, man, I loved. I love all type of music. I'll be honest. As a kid, I grew up in the '90s, so I might be listening to Backstreet Boys and then turn around and listen to Leonard Skinner, or might listen to Metallica or somebody like that. So it's, I've always liked all forms of music, and even classical music. I took classical guitar in college, And Metallica just was, I would say, the first heavy metal, hard rock type group that I really fell in love with, and loved their stuff. Of course, I went through my phase where I loved listening to like Hatebreed and Godsmack and some of the other greats. But Godsmack to me always had kind of that like. I know they're from Boston, but they had like that southern rocky kind of like sound with the way their music was, and so I always loved their stuff too. But yeah, I love all music, all music.
Is that how you got the idea in the song for like Nothing to Lose?
So Nothing to Lose. That song I actually produced right here in my living room. So I did it all by myself. And of course you can tell if you put it next to some of the other songs that I've got out and the quality. But that song, my kids, their mom, she wrote that song, and it was something that she wrote that song, and we really tried to work together on trying to get the fine tunings and stuff going on it. But she was like, this song kind of embodies you a lot of you're just a good old boy that don't have anything to lose, and you're just trying to make it. You just got a dream you're chasing, and you're trying to make it. And so that's where that song really kind of came from, was that I've been singing my whole life. I've been grinding. I've been playing and performing all over the place, and I just want a shot.
Yeah, it's super cool, man. Well, you brought up your wife Tiffany, and
Yep.
I saw where it said a key part of your writing journey. What does the co-writing process look like in your house with her? What's that like, man?
We've written a lot of songs together. We've done a lot of songs together. We've coordinated or collaborated on a lot of different songs, and it's really great because she's she's a really talented writer. She's actually a novelist, has written a book, and she's really talented with writing. So some of the things that she kind of brought to the table with the writing process was really more of the I would say the vocabulary and just different words or phrases that we could use. Of course, where I think my strong suit was the syllables of words and how they roll and flow together in a song. It's in songwriting. It's not just about rhyming. It's about the syllables of the words and how you sing them and the different inflections that you have in your voice. And so it was really cool to kind of do some of that together. I think we were able to do some really good songs together.
That's really interesting. Last week we played Simple Life's the Dream. How much of that record is inspired by your own experience? Balancing a job, 3 kids, a wife, a career in Alabama.
Yeah. So, Simple Life's the Dream, that song, I actually wrote that about my kids. And, we were out in the front yard last summer. So about almost a little over a year ago now. And we were sitting outside. They were playing in the sprinkler and just having a good old time. And I live on family land. So, I've got family all around me. I got family across the street from me. And, I could remember as a kid riding on this road with my pawpaw, and we'd ride in his old pickup truck, and he would, he was always one of those people that had this voice, and when he talked, people just shut up and listened. And I could remember there was a hill that's literally right across the street from my house now, but he would always point at it when we'd drive by it, and he would say, "That would be a beautiful place for a home." And after he passed away, my uncle, he bought that place, and he built this mansion. I mean, it's just, a picturesque place. I mean, he's got the white picket fence, the big oak trees in front of his house, and it's just beautiful. And so my kids are playing in the front yard, and that's the backdrop of them playing. And that song, to date, that song was probably the easiest song I've written so far. I mean, it just came out in like just a few minutes, and just loved it so much. And it's got a lot of meaning to me from that standpoint for sure.
Yeah, I love that, man. We played that last week. That's a great song. Hey, the other thing I saw under divine timing, you mentioned that an angel recently donated to fund a full album for you. How's
Yes.
how's that community support changed your outlook on the music industry?
Man, honestly, that to me was I had no words. I still don't have words for it, man. I when it happened, I was at a show and I had a fan, I had a super fan that supports me all the time, always shares my stuff, always likes it, comments it, just supports me just as much as anybody. And this person comes in and says, really believe in what you're doing and think you've got superstar potential. And, I was just so grateful of that. And so hung out with him, spent the whole set with him, or the whole show with him, took a break, hung out with him. And as they're leaving, they said, come up to me and said, listen, believe in you so much, and I know what you're trying to do with your album and your dream of chasing this music career, and we want you to chase it. And basically walks out the door and writes me a check and puts it in my tip jar, and later I find out that she's basically funded my entire album. And it was just such a surreal moment that somebody that I barely knew that believed in me enough to do that. And it's, to me, it was 100% a God thing. I mean, I'm a spiritual guy, and I just felt like that He'd placed them in my path to bless me, because there was no way. I'm dirt poor. I have been dirt poor my whole life. I've never had much of anything. My bills are paid every week and every month, but that's about it. There's not any. I'm a paycheck to paycheck guy, just like a lot of people. And I wanted to make it happen, and I knew I wasn't going to be able to without some level of help. And it happened. It happened. And so right now we've been in the studio recording some new music and working to get some new music out. I got 2 new ones that we just recorded that are going to be so much fun. Can't wait to share those. And I have we're working to record 5 more songs. So I plan to have a 10-song album out hopefully by the 1st of next year. And it's going to be super, super exciting. I can't wait for it.
Well, I can't wait to play every single track.
Hey.
But I got a question though. Like, now are you adding a song to that album that is about that angel?
So I have not written a song about that yet, but I would like to. I have. I've had a very, very, very blessed life, and so many situations. We could talk about it all night of how many times I've had, just these miraculous things happen in my life, and I've never really understood why, because I'm not worthy of any of it, but it's happened, and so, I've always thought about writing a song about that, and just the way that doors have always kind of just been open for me, even when I didn't expect them to be, or even it looked kind of grim that they wouldn't be. They were opened up for me. So definitely want to write something about it. It just hasn't come to me yet, but we're going to.
Well, Dalton, I truly believe that God opens doors for us. Our angels are there, and they're helping us open doors. I've seen it in my life, and obviously it's happening in your life. So it's exactly divine timing. God is making a path for you.
100%. It really, every time I've had any inclination of doubt, or maybe is this what I'm supposed to be doing, it's like another door comes open. And it's so great because I get to use this platform to share my story and share my testimony. And I do it in bars, I do it in restaurants, I do it in amphitheaters when I play in front of several thousand. I always try to bring it up and just tell my story of who I am and why I write these songs and where they come from. And I think that is my favorite part of all of this, is that not only do I get to write music and do something I love and I'm passionate about, but I get to tell my stories and share them with people and hope that somebody out there that might be going through the same thing, or they've been through the same thing and they've got some doubt or some struggles in their life, that it can help them in some shape, form, or fashion, even if it's just for 3 minutes while they listen to a song. So,
Well, I love the music because it, just like you said, it all tells a story. Like Simple Life's a Dream, Whiskey, Waylon, and Jesus. I mean, it's really good stuff, man. I really dig it. I think it's really fantastic, and I just want to hear more and more, right?
I really like that one too.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
hey,
We're
I,
gonna play a different one today, though, that you haven't heard yet. So
No, but I'm excited. He kept teasing me in pre-production about this new Dalton Jones song. I'm like, you gotta let me hear it now.
it's not new for Dalton, but it's new for us because
Okay.
I haven't played it yet. All right, I got another one for you.
Well, I follow him on all the social medias
Yeah.
and on the music stuff. So
So you're down with it? You know?
I may have heard it.
All right. Well, we'll see, man.
I'm a fanboy. I'm sorry.
I love it, man.
You described your shows as a mix of foot stomping anthems, raw emotional ballads. Which song in your current set list do you feel creates the strongest connection with your audience?
Ooh,
a tough-
that is a tough one. They're different. When I started doing this and started making music, I wanted to show that I'm not like, you can't just put me in this box, right? I feel like there's certain musicians out there, and they get put in a box, their lane, and that's kind of what they have to stick to. And one of the things that I wanted to show, especially with this album, is that I can, I can sing those tearjerker songs, and then I can do those songs that make you want to clap your hands and stomp your feet, or the ones that make you want to go and punch somebody in the mouth or something. There's just lots of different songs, a lot of different caliber of songs. But, out of all the songs that I have done to date, I would say the one song that has the most like just raw emotion, and it's one that I haven't recorded yet, I haven't put out yet. I released it a while back, and it was a recorded version that I did, but the title of it is called Better Than Planned. And that was one that, Tiffany and I actually wrote together, and, we wrote that, and it tells the story of my life. It's really kind of a combination, really, of my life, my dad's life, maybe a little bit of splash of her life. And, we grew up, when I was a kid, we didn't have a whole lot. We really didn't. And as I've gotten to an adult, I don't have a lot. I mean, I can remember a time when we first were together that we had $40 to last us 2 weeks after we paid our bills. And the only reason why we ate or we had food was because my mom worked in the lunchroom at the local high school, and she would bring us leftovers from the lunchroom. And so we would literally eat leftover food from the school lunchroom, if anybody knows what school lunchroom food tastes like. But, that song, it tells that story. And then, of course, my dad and his brothers kind of combine in it. And it's just a really... it's a really powerful song, but it's one of those that if you've been through it and you've been there, it can get you pretty emotional. I've had several people that kind of tell me the same thing about it.
Now, before we end this interview, Rob's been so excited all week for you coming on, okay? I don't want him to miss any opportunity here to ask you anything. So, Rob, take over and ask him some questions.
I get to take over.
You get a couple questions.
Well,
Just one. No, you get a couple.
I got a million, but Dalton, I love your music. I mean, I don't know what it is. There's something about your music that is definitely inspirational. It's definitely raw, but it just hits me where I'm at in my life and where I've been. And so I really, really appreciate your music. I love it. I think it's very well put together. I love your lyrics. You and I definitely got to talk later because I have something for you.
Okay.
I definitely have something for you. So I need your email or something. Shoot me your email or I'll get it from Jeff.
Yeah.
I got something I need to send you.
Heck yeah. I'd love it. And, and I appreciate that. I really do. it started to get to a place where I'm getting more and more stories of maybe a song that I wrote or played that impacted somebody in a positive way, and I love hearing that, and I love it when people come and they tell me that your song helped me through this. I think the coolest thing that I've ever had happen to date was I played a show, and it was the first time I'd ever had somebody come to my show that knew my songs and knew the lyrics and was singing along to it. And this guy sang every song with me. And we get done, and he said, that song Better Than Playing that I was just telling you about, of course, I've got to re-release it, but he said, I listen to that song every single day on my drive to work. And he said, that's what I play on my way to work. And, it just kind of hit me pretty hard because I thought about, a lot of people are not fortunate enough to have a job that they love. They're just kind of doing it. It's a job, and they just kind of have to go to it every day and suck it up whether they like it or not. And the fact that this guy who was going to a job that he probably didn't like and probably didn't enjoy, he listened to my music before he went to that job, and it kind of helped him get the day started. That was just so cool to me. And that's the things that I really appreciate the most, I think, is when people can share stuff like that with me.
Super cool. All right, Dalton, where can we find your music? Where are you going to be playing live? Where can people buy your merchandise?
When are you coming to Cleveland?
When you come into Cleveland, when will you send me all your songs so I could just play all week long?
Gosh, guys, I'd love to come up there. I'm trying. So when I got this whole thing started, I really had a map, right? And I had an old musician tell me, dude, don't try to conquer the world overnight. And so I started at 25 miles from my house in a circle. Then I went 50 miles, 100, 150, 200 miles. And so I'm slowly stepping my way out and trying to take over that way. But I would love to come up there and play a show. My music, it's on all the streaming platforms. So everything from Spotify, Amazon, iTunes, YouTube Music, you name it, it's on there. And you can find it there easily. And then I do have some merchandise. So we have a merchandise website. There are links to it on my social media. So I've got some on Facebook, I think on TikTok and all the others. I'm on all the social media platforms except for really X. I don't think I do a lot on X, but everything else I've got a presence on. So you can go there and find links to it. We got all kinds of cool stuff from merchandise. Got these hats. I'm wearing the Jones and hat right now, but we got a lot of really cool things and everything from dog clothes to baby clothes, to hats, to mugs and koozies, you name it, we got it on there.
I love it, man. I love it. Speaking of jonesing, I'm jonesing for some Dalton Jones.
Well, we're going to play some right now. This song I'm going to play is Right Here in the South. Can you give us a little information about this song before we jam it?
Yeah, I can tell you. It is, so this song, believe it or not, I wrote this song. I was kind of pissed off. Just being honest, I was pissed off. I was raised that there's just certain things that you do, as a man, and as a person, you just treat people with respect. When you're talking to a man, you look him in his eyes when you're talking to him. You shake his hand before you walk away. You say yes sir and yes ma'am. There's so many things that's the way I was brought up and the way I was raised. And I had a situation where I was dealing with this person that just was being a jerk. It's the nicest way to put it. Me 20 years ago, 15 years ago, probably would have given him some business, but I've kind of matured and softened up a little bit in my older age. But yeah, that's kind of where this song came from, and it just kind of tells the roots of Southern living and how I was raised.
All right, very cool. Well, thank you so much for coming to the Outlaw Radio Show on Outlaw Radio Nation. We love your music. Send me all your stuff.
I really love your music.
He's a huge fanboy.
I mean, I'm thinking, dun, 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 Dalton Jones is back.
Yeah. All right,
hey, you let me know anytime. I'd love to come back.
That'd be great. Well, best of luck to you. Best wishes to your family and everything. Thank you for coming on the show. We love you, man.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much.
All right, very cool. This is Dalton Jones with Right Here in the South. You have a blessed day, and you take care, Dalton.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, man.
Southern outlaw, born and raised. Wanna take it back to the good old days. I miss the way things used to be. People look you in your eyes when they're talking, shake your hand before they start walking. I don't know what's gone wrong, but it needs to change. I was taught to say, sir and ma'am, you don't start a fight, but you never back down. Hold the door open if you see a woman coming. Something goes down, don't start running. Only thing you're giving in life is your name. Better make sure you don't bring in shame. So few things in this life that you can live without. That's the way we do things. Right here in the South. Do a hard day's work for a hard day's pay. Take a little and you put it in the plate. Treat a woman right, make sure the bills are paid. When things get tough, the tough get going. The good things in life are all worth knowing. Everyone down here was brought up this way. I was taught to say, sir and ma'am, you don't start a fight, but you never back down. Hold the door open if you see a woman coming. Something goes down, don't start running. Only thing you're giving in life is your name. Better make sure you don't bring in shame. Some few things in this life that you can live without. That's the way we do things. Right here in the South. Yeah, the only thing you're giving in life is your name. Better make sure you don't bring in shame. Some few things in this life that you can live without. That's the way we do things. Right here in the South. Right here in the South. I floated in a sea of black. No ground, no air, no way back. Stars bleed like they knew my name, but they stayed far, they stayed the same. A shimmer whispered in the void. Closer, closer, I was destroyed. I found a moment glowing bright. I reached my hand, it held the night. It wasn't time, it wasn't space. It was a feeling. my core. The nothingness became much more. A pulse, a rhythm I could feel. Was it a dream? Or was it real? It touched me first, it knew my soul. Closer, closer, I was whole. I found the moment glowing bright, 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 bright. I reached my hand, it held the night. It wasn't time, it wasn't space. It was a feeling I could trace.
Take all the time that you need. Life's so heavy, can't breathe. It's hard to see past the pain. Or smile and dance in the rain. Wet shivering in the cold. No words but deep in your soul. You know it's over and done. Darkness has covered the sun. And now it's heartbreaking pain. Heartbreaking pain. If you survive, the memory remains. The memory remains. Everybody does the walk of shame. The walk of shame. Has a story of a crimson stain. Love is a game, spin the wheel. Spin the wheel, spin the wheel. Some never learn till they feel. When it's dead come the grips. Love judged by 12 or carried by 6. 'Cause love is no assignment for the faint of heart. So you better buckle up before you even start. Sometimes it just isn't fun. Don't believe your eyes and you better run from
Juke Johnson, baby.
Juke Johnson, the Crimson Stain.
Cool tune, right?
Groovy.
Before that, we had some EDM.
Very eclectic mix tonight. You did a phenomenal job mixing that in with what we normally play.
It's cool, right? Different.
Different. I thought it was great.
Very cool. And of course, Dalton Jones.
I'm a little flustered.
Amazing interview. We probably could have went on and on with him.
He's a guy that I want to sit down and have a beer with.
I want to go see him play.
I want to go sit there because I'll be that guy that knows the words to all his songs.
I'm not against a bus trip. That sounds actually a lot of fun.
That sounds like a lot of fun, Sandy.
That sounds like a great time. Well, thank you, Dalton. I know you're out there still listening. Great interview. You rock.
Absolutely phenomenal.
Fantastic. You know what time it is?
It's time for the altar in the dirt.
That's right.
They used to call them sins. But out here, we call them something else. Pattern survival. The things that never stopped hunting you. Pride, greed, lust, envy, gluttony, wrath, sloth. These aren't just words written in old books. They're the reasons people can't sleep at night. The reasons they keep running. The reasons they keep falling into the same dirt, expecting something new to grow. Seven weeks, 7 truths, and none of them are coming to comfort you. This is the altar and the dirt on Outlaw Radio Nation.
Take it away, Rob.
This is the altar in the dirt. How'd you outlaws like that new intro?
The intro is banging.
That is both an intro and a promo for what we're going to be talking about in the next 8 weeks or so. Basically, we're going to do a whole thing on the 7 deadly sins. We're going to take each one. We're going to take a week and talk about it. I think it'd be cool.
I'm very well versed in the sloth. I did a whole thing about it. I told you about that. So I'm excited about the 7 deadly sins.
I'm very well versed in lust.
As we both are.
All right, so today we are talking about the cost of becoming someone new. And Jeff, did you know that it costs you to become somebody else, to be somebody new?
Yeah, of course I do.
And I'm not talking about those surgeries that they have out there now. I didn't get a rim shot on that one?
Did you say rim shot or rim job?
Anyways, look.
Sorry.
Where's my crown?
Power of the dark side.
There you go.
I need my crown and cranberry.
I'll hit you with this one too, man. You'll love this one.
You have been banned, you loser. Now crawl back into your hole.
Crawl back into your hole.
All right, cost of becoming someone new. Let's roll. Everybody wants a new life. Everybody wants one. Nobody wants the death that comes with the new life, though. And that's the part that they kind of like don't put in those motivational, posters and speakers that talk. They don't tell you. Everybody loves the comeback story, right? Everybody loves redemption. Everybody loves hearing somebody say, I'm not who I used to be. But becoming somebody new costs something. Actually, Jeff, it costs everything.
You're right.
Because you don't become somebody new by adding anything. You can become somebody new by burying the things you don't like about yourself. Things like, old habits, old patterns, addictions, old relationships. We talk about that a lot. Old ways of, and I'm not even talking just girlfriends. I mean, old relationships. old ways of coping, old versions of yourself that you built just to survive.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, there's something, I got to tell you something that nobody says enough. Even toxic versions of you are going to fight to stay alive. Because the familiar pain still feels safer than an unfamiliar healing.
True.
I'm going to say that again. Familiar pain still feels safer than unfamiliar healing. That's why people go back. You know, they go back to the ex. Boom. I just talked about that earlier, right? Go back to the ex. Or they take the ex back, I guess. You know, they go back to the addiction, to the alcohol, to the hookup, to the other adult substances. They're not even adult substances, but just the other substances. You know, they go back to that hookup. There's a great song, and I wish I could remember the name of it right now, by another great country artist. I'll find it. I'm going to mention it. But he talks about love. The song's called Love Don't. I remember that much. And it's Love Don't Keep You by the Phone, Waiting Alone. Love Don't. Love's not a late night call in the back of a cab during last call. You know, so it's not going back to the hookup. Or going back to the gambling, or starving yourselves, or to overeating, or purging, back to working 90 hours, 100 hours a week, so that you don't have to sit alone with your own thoughts. And it's not because, you know, we go back to those things because we love the destruction and the wreckage that it creates in our life. It's because becoming somebody new feels like grieving somebody who once kept us alive.
Also, when you become someone new, you lose friends along the way and lovers.
Absolutely.
And relationships.
See, it costs you something to become somebody new.
Cost.
And it's different when you really start to think about it, right? Some of your worst habits started as survival, right?
Yeah.
You know, anger turned to rage because anger used to be able to protect you, but now rage has destroyed you. You know, numbness protected you. You know, not feeling anything. But yet it cost you everything.
Yeah.
Because you wound up being so numb that you couldn't function. Addiction distracted you. Performance addiction, you know, oh, look at me, I did this, you know, clap for me, look at the monkey, you know.
Look at the monkey,
Look at the monkey, watch him flip, watch him perform, when nobody actually loved you.
Wind up that box.
No, but they love to watch you perform. And now everybody's telling you, you know, oh, you know, you need to get better because look how bad you are now. You know, it's not right. It's like they say it like it's easy.
Yeah.
But no, it's not. Healing actually feels like withdrawal. It actually feels like withdrawal because when you stop feeding the old version of yourself, when you start to bury that old version, everything in you starts to scream because it's being buried alive. But the truth is you're healing. But that's the cost. That's the cost. The cost, what kinds of things are the cost? Loneliness.
Yeah.
Silence. I saw a great meme that I actually identified with, and it was, wait, I got it right here. I got it right here, Jeff. It said, nope, not that one. Nope, not that one. This one. I'm okay with being single, but at night while I'm drunk, that's just too much. I get that. I feel that.
I get it too.
You know, there's another one that came up in my memories. You know, they said I changed a lot. I said a lot changed me. You know,
good point.
These are things in our life that we deal with on a regular basis, and it's you know, the loneliness, the silence, the awkwardness of not knowing who you are without the chaos. You know, some people quit drinking and suddenly they realize they don't know how to talk to people sober.
Yeah.
You know, some people stop sleeping around and they realize they actually don't know how to be loved.
Or be in a relationship. They don't know how
No,
to do
they
it.
just don't. And some people stop grinding, you know, that 90, 100 hours a week for money and success. And they realize that they've built the entire identity on being someone that is needed. And all of a sudden they're not needed anymore. And some people stop numbing with food or something, and suddenly every emotion starts rushing back, and they have to feel everything.
It's strange when you're needed and then you're not needed anymore.
It's terrifying.
Yeah, you're right.
It really is. It's terrifying. And the old you may have been broken. And in fact, it might have been time to have a funeral for the old you and bury you. But at least it was familiar. You knew what it was. We've talked about familiarity and comfort levels for the last month now. And becoming someone new means that certain people are not going to recognize you anymore. And in fact, not only are they not going to recognize you, they are not going to like you anymore.
I was just about to say that they may not like the new you.
No.
'Cause they're so used to the old you.
Well, you know why? You know why they stop liking you all of a sudden? They don't want to hang out with you anymore? Because the moment you stop participating in your own destruction, your own sickness, you make other people uncomfortable with their own sickness.
Right.
That's why some people only loved you when you were easier to control, easier to manipulate, easier to keep you small, to keep you drunk, to keep you insecure. But the second you start changing, watch how fast certain people start disappearing. And you know what else? That hurts too when they leave.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Because you're like, oh, my friends are gone. Well, if they're gone, they weren't really your friends.
Right. That's the thing you have to tell yourself. Like, and I'm going to say it now, like, I'm going to bring up Jim. I thought we were great friends. But I started changing my outlook on things. We've talked about this, about politics and about how I view other people of different nationalities and things like that. I started changing and didn't want to be part of my changes.
Well,
you know? And I totally get that.
And what the thing is when that hurts, look, growth, when we change, it's not because we're changing, it's because we're growing. So when we're growing, change has such a negative connotation to it, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff, the light's out. Can you change the light bulb? Well, is it negative or positive? It's negative. The light is burnt out. Something needs to be done. So you have to put in the new light bulb. So I like the word growth over change because it means you're growing, you're metamorphosizing. Look at a caterpillar, right? Caterpillar, spends its whole life eating, and then all of a sudden it creates a cocoon and it goes into this metamorphosis, and it comes out this beautiful butterfly. Now, it's metamorphosized. Wow, I can't believe I actually got that word out.
Transformation.
But transformed, yeah. And again, we're not talking about those crazy surgeries. It's just something that happened.
Yeah. Sorry, I was thinking about what you said. Delayed reaction, guys.
Do you like how I slid that in there?
Yeah, it slid it in, man.
It's in context.
I was about to say something.
But when we bury our old self, it has a funeral attached to it. There's an expiration date. Funerals for old mindsets, for old identities, for old circles, for old addictions. And sometimes, this is hard, sometimes it's even for old dreams that we had and goals.
Yeah.
And nobody talks enough about that grief of becoming better, of growing into something new. People, look, I remember when, gosh, I wish I could remember which one of my kids it was, but they had a little caterpillar, and it went into a cocoon. And actually, I don't think it was so much a caterpillar. Well, it was a caterpillar, but I don't know if it was a I think it was more of a moth. But anyways, it made a little cocoon, right? And this went into a cocoon, and we watched it and we watched it and we watched it, and they were real young. And all of a sudden, this butterfly finally emerges, or this moth finally emerges, and they cried. Where did my caterpillar go?
He grew up. It's time to leave the nest.
People think it's just painful, but people think transformation feels powerful all the time, but sometimes transformation feels lonely.
Yeah, I get that.
Speaking of transformation, all those people having those surgeries, how lonely do you think they feel going through the process that they're going through?
Right. Confusion.
Sometimes it feels like you're sitting in a truck at midnight, right? Fighting the urge to go back to what almost killed you. Sometimes it feels like you're staring at your phone, wanting to text somebody and you know that is just absolutely toxic for you.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes
Hell yeah.
it feels like crying in the grocery store parking lot because you don't recognize your own life anymore.
Crying in the shower. How many times have you done that?
A lot. I've done a lot of things in the shower. But that's real.
Besides bathing, peeps.
But that's real.
Right.
I can't believe I'm following. And the hardest part,
What's the hardest part?
there comes a moment where nobody can force the change. Nobody can force the change for anyone. Nobody can force anyone to grow into something that they don't want to already do on their own. So, and here's the thing, and your family can't do it, rehab can't do it, the courts can't do it, the church can't do it, love can't do it, God can't even do it. Look, see this? And I'm telling you, God can't even force you to grow. Sure, he can send you all kinds of circumstances and situations to try and help you along the way. Look at what he did to Job. He allowed Job to go through, you know. But God can't even force you to do anything. You have free will. You can choose. So at some point, you have to decide, Jeff.
It reminds me of when someone said, I asked God for strength and he sent me nothing but problems. But God was building you up to deal with issues, so you had the strength.
I used to pray for patience. And one day I realized, because I was constantly losing my patience and becoming more and more impatient, it seemed like everyone was on my last nerve. And all of a sudden I realized, you know what? I've been praying for patience this whole time, and God has given me every opportunity to practice patience. And I didn't.
It's like that.
I blew it.
It's like that old joke where the guy's stranded at sea and he asks God, can you send somebody to rescue me? And the Coast Guard comes, then a Navy cutter comes, and then another boat comes, and he says, no thanks, I'm waiting on God to save me.
He says, God's going to save me. I don't need you. God's going to save me.
He dies. He goes up to heaven, and he says, God, why didn't you save me? And he's like, I sent you the Coast Guard. I sent you the Navy cutter. How many things I have to do for you?
Yeah. And sometimes you have to just get to a point where you have to decide. But here's the thing. You can't just decide. I remember a guy in the program I was in for a while used to say, hey, Rev, there's 3 frogs on a log. Matt, tell me if you heard this one. There are 3 frogs on a log. One decided to jump off. How many frogs are on the log? How many are on the log, Jeff?
Well, of course I'm going to say 2.
I'm going to say it again. There are 3 frogs, and they're all sitting on a log, and one decided to jump off. How many frogs are on the log?
I don't know.
3. He made a decision. He just didn't take action.
Good point. Good point.
So at some point, you have to do more than decide. You have to decide, am I more committed to my comfort or am I more committed to my freedom? Because you can't carry the old into the new. There's not enough room. That's the dirt. You have to realize that you have to make that decision. And the brutal process of realization that the version of you that survived, that it just can't be the person that heals. So there's action. And that is the altar. That's where the death, the unaliving of our old ways, the burying of all those habits, the burying of everything that's inside us that we need to get rid of. That's where we lay down the mask, the addiction, the ego, the excuses, the pride, the lust, the sloth, all these things. The identity that we built out of pain, because most of these bad habits that we have, these shortcomings that we have in our life that we need to bury are because we use them to protect ourselves from something in our life that we just can't face. So we have to face it. We have to take action. And it's not because it's easy, but because staying the same is costing us too much now. So if becoming new feels painful, good. It's a good thing. And it probably means that something unalive in you is finally being buried. And maybe for the first time in your life, maybe something real is starting to live. That's the altar in the dirt. And with that said, I can't believe, YouTube, I hope you're friggin' listening. I can't believe that when I say that it probably means that something unalive in you is finally being buried, that I can't, in the context of what I'm saying, you politically correct. I caught myself, Jeff. I almost caught him. Karens. You politically correct Karens. It's wrong. I should be able to say the word that I wanted to say. It's stupid. All right.
Well, there's some platforms you can, like Rumble.
Well, I'm off my soapbox now, Jeff. I'm sorry, but that was the altar in the dirt.
Fantastic,
And
man.
I caught barely caught any comments, but I did see one that caught my eye because I was trying to do everything here. But growth and change, I think, are different. Change means you don't like what you were. Growth is expanding from who you were.
Cuff said that.
Yes. I don't necessarily disagree with the context of how they put that. It's actually excellently put. I would just say that if something needs to be buried, then it needs to be buried. So therefore, I guess that would be change, right?
I think we all lose some part of ourselves when we go through change.
Well, I think of look, I don't know too many farmers that are listening, but I'll put it this way. Farmers go out and plant a seed in the ground. These days they plant an awful lot of seeds.
I have come to plant my seed.
So they plant their seed in the ground. Now, that seed came from a living plant that is no longer living. So that seed, and I can't believe I'm going to friggin' say this, son of a bitch, that seed is unalive.
Yeah, we're going to be saying that a lot, Rob.
And in order to, son of a bitch, and in order for that seed to grow into something new, it has to be buried. So the seed itself goes through a change, but that change is growth because it's buried first in order for it to grow. But that seed is unalive when it's put in the ground.
So we're grieving.
Son of a bitch, I said unalive again. I hate
Unaliving
this.
of ourselves.
It's an unaliving of, not of ourselves, but of our shortcomings.
Now, did you say unaliving?
I said unaliving. Of Jeff, like unaliving of our hurts or our habits or our hang-ups, our shortcomings, our shortfalls, the things in us that we don't, the things in us that are hurting us.
Sometimes we have to unalive the things in our soul so that we can grow.
And really, because those things are unaliving us, we have to bury them in order that the seeds of new life can grow.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a... I feel like my grandfather.
Guys, it's going to get really weird with these new regulations. So
It's...
the This has been The Altar in the Dirt.
This is the altar in the dirt, where what's broken gets called out, and what's possible gets worked for.
Love that, man. All right. We got a special song for you guys.
We do?
Yeah, we do. This is Reverend Rob.
This
is brand new.
This is about burying something.
Yeah. Unaliving a relationship. All right, this is Rob Johnson. She Wrecks Me, followed by Joel Reeg, 10-Year Town, and we'll be right back, peeps.
You have been banned, you loser. Now crawl back into your hole.
Damn it, I meant to do this one.
I'll be back.
She wrecks me. Like a red light sand, keeps the door wide open with that eerie door grin. Got a wild girl laughing, a soul I'm tracking every time she wants me, man, I fall right back. She's a blackout party with a short fuse, wide talk sweet for a minute, then she sets me on fire. Got me tangled in a madness, begging for more, and I know damn well what I'm signing the door. She's bad news, and that's why I chase it. Yeah, I keep losing pieces, but I love how she breaks it. She wrecks me again just to do anything. I've been losing all control every time she leaves me. She'll tell you what and turn you on, play your all like a game. Yeah, she taunts me every moment, but I'm hooked on the flame. With a soft sweet smile, acting sweet sugar for a quarter mile. But when the lights go low and the clothes come out, she turns into the storm you don't want about. Yeah, she pulls me on her with a loop that chill. Got adrenaline burning like a barrel thrill. I swear I'm quitting, and she whispers my name like a boy on breaks. I can run anything, she's chaos, but chaos feels right. Yeah, she knows how to ruin me, and all the ways that she wrecks me again just to do anything. I've been losing no control every time she leaves it. She'll tear you up and pull you close and feed your thoughts and feed your brain. And she talks me every heartbeat, but I'm hooked up the fire. She's a tiny pretty that'll twist your fate, make a sane man stupid on the very first chase. Should've loved to know, I should've locked that door, but she hits like lightning, and I keep wanting more. Yeah, she's poison, baby, but she pours it smooth. Takes everything I got, 'cause she knows she took. She wrecks me again, and she knows it again. Leaves me breathless on the floor till I'm begging her in. She'll tell you what and turn you over on your nights and steal your days. Yeah, she's danger wrapped in heaven. And she wrecks me every way.
Show up here in Guitar Town with a big old hat and a brand new sound. Gonna play the bars, live the dream. You just know you'll be the next big thing. But it don't take long until you're stuck, broke and sleeping in your truck. It's just the way the world goes around. Hey, hey, it's a
10-year town, gotta pay your dues and get beat down. Gotta knock, knock, knock on every door. Get tossed out and come back for more. Keep rocking till your time comes around. 'Cause it's a 10-year town. Now it don't matter what you do, there's 1,000 folks trying to do it too. From the butcher to the baker to the candlestick maker, gonna take some time to learn how to shake her. 1 step forward to 3 steps back, takes a lot of wrong turns to find the right track and get yourself off the ground. 'Cause hey, hey, it's a 10-year town, you gotta pay your dues and get beat down. Gotta knock, knock, knock on every door. Get tossed out and come back for more. Keep rocking till your time comes around. 'Cause it's a 10-year town. Keep moving on. And before too long, you will have found it's a 10-year town. It's a 10-year town, gotta pay your dues and get beat down. Gotta knock, knock, knock on every door. Get tossed out and come back for more. Hey, hey, it's a 10-year town, gotta pay your dues and get beat down. Gotta knock, knock, knock on every door. Get tossed out and come back for more. Keep rocking till your time comes around. It's just the way the world goes around. Yeah, it's a 10-year town. 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 It's a 10-year town. It's a 10-year town.
The 10-year town.
10-year town.
Joe Rigg.
Joe is,
Before that, the magic of Rob Johnson.
no, you know, that guy's okay.
Sandy loves your voice, man. She wants to make love to it.
I've been known to sing.
You have been banned, you loser.
I've been known
Now
to
crawl
sing.
back into your hole.
That was on accident.
Yeah. Oh, I got the trombone.
Got the trombone too,
So
man.
sad. You know, a little point of interest about Joe Rigg. Joe Rigg is, I've known Joe for, gosh, close to 35 years. And he's actually the drummer in the band, the original project that I'll be playing with next Saturday. He lives down in Nashville. He moved down to Nashville, and he's a singer-songwriter. And I asked him if he wanted us to play some of his stuff on the show. He said, "Yeah, I'll send you some songs." So this is an older album that he did. He's in the studio right now working on some new stuff. But yeah, Joe, he's a drummer. He's a guitar piece. You know, multi-musicianal, and he also has a radio show down in Nashville,
Yeah, very
like
cool.
an actual radio show.
And he does come up to Cleveland. He does the songwriters in the round, right?
Yeah, there's matter of fact, every night this week he's going to be somewhere doing like a singer-songwriter, like singers in a round type thing, storytellers type thing, at different places every night this week.
Is he in town in Cleveland?
I think Wednesday they're at Brothers Lounge.
Oh, very cool. I like Brothers Lounge
Yeah,
a
I think
lot.
they're at Brothers Lounge on Wednesday. And matter of fact, Tommy DeCenzo will be there. We're going to be getting some of Tommy's music real soon. He's sending them to me. I got to convert them over to the appropriate
very
file. But yeah, these guys are talented. They're good guys, man.
I don't know if you notice this throughout the show, but there's a ray of light shining down on you.
It is, and it makes my hair look really funny. I feel like, ah.
I never get the ray of sunshine.
Or on the other hand, it could be, freaking Lion King or some
Lion
shit. I don't
King.
know.
Musafa. All right, man. All right, we've come to the end of the show, but next week we interview Juke Johnson, who you heard tonight with the Crimson Stain. That's another great outlaw country dude.
You are not kidding.
Man, we just have great interviews lined up, and June is going to look really well, too. I'll be sending you the schedule, the itinerary.
The itinerary?
Of June.
The agenda?
The agenda.
The schedule?
The agenda.
The schedule?
The schedule. Okay. Also.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Saying there's a chance. Hit me with it, Mary. All right, so we'll also be doing rejected superhero names. So listening audience out there in the comments, feel free to put in some rejected superhero names.
I have one right now.
Now, these are actual, real rejected superhero names.
Actually, real rejected
but
ones.
We can also make up our own, which I
there's
think would
one
be
that-
very funny.
I think they'd be hilarious.
I just thought of one, but it's very inappropriate right now. YouTube would not like that. Okay. Also, music trivia contest. And we do have music trivia for tonight. I'm going to say it right before the end of the show here. And you guys only have a matter of seconds to put it up. If you do get it correctly, you get an Outlaw Radio hat. Free.
Woohoo.
Okay?
I don't even have one of those.
We got stuff coming for you, man.
Oh, sweet.
Don't worry. It's coming.
I'll be like a walker friggin' billboard.
We will also do paranormal with government animal testing, like at Camp Hero. Matt knows what I'm talking about. I believe it's called the Montauk Island. There's some really cool stuff that's washed up ashore in New Jersey, and you guys are going to dig that. Rob has the altar in the dirt. And Rob, what do you have for us next week, Rob?
Hang on, I'll tell you because I almost don't remember. It's kind of a continuation today. Today was the cost of becoming something new. Next week is who you became or become when nobody's watching.
I like that.
When nobody's watching, who do you become?
I like that. Hey, Lizabelle Barrett said it's like camping outdoors with candles lit, sitting here with my honey by the fire. It's fucking intense.
I mean, think about it. Who wants to be seen?
Yeah.
Who wants to be seen?
Everybody wants to be seen, but nobody wants to do the work to really be seen.
Well, that's the world.
Once you really show yourself and you pull down the wizard behind the curtain, that's when everything changes, right? I think so.
I think so.
All right.
So thank you, Lisa Bella.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. It's been a fantastic show. I had a great time.
I've had a phenomenal time.
It was very much fun.
I've had a phenomenal time, you know. And I'm going to take my cue from my, wow, you made a mess.
I did. I'm blowing it right now.
Oops.
Just thought of another inappropriate thing that I want to say, but I can't. The old me would have just said it. But the new me, because I've unalived the old me, buried it deep.
Bury it. Unalived.
Yeah, I've unalived my
Jeff,
old-
I'm going to take a cue from our guest tonight in the interview because we are ending this show.
Yes, we are.
We you know, we've got, one or two more songs?
We got two more that ended up.
We got two more songs for you. But before we fade away, I'm going to take a cue from our good friend, the superstar, Dalton Jones. And when you end a conversation, you always shake their hand.
That's right. Great job, man.
Jeff, great seeing you tonight. Great working with you tonight.
Nice seeing you.
It's been awesome, man.
I'm going to buy you a beer after this.
Hey, that works for me. Hey, Outlaws, we've had a blast. You guys are the absolute best listeners and fans that we've ever had.
This
Well-
has been a great show.
I've never really had fans, but you guys are great, man.
Now you do, man.
We love this. We absolutely love this. We love joining you. I love joining you every Sunday. Jeff, I know you do it 5 times a week now.
Yeah, I do.
That's like the crazy busy schedule. Folks, you have no idea how much work this man puts in. He really puts a lot of work in. So make sure on every show you tune in. Make sure you like, you share, you subscribe. And even more important, make comments. Even when we repost a replay, make some comments on that because your live comments are in the live show. But make comments after the show once we repost it because that really does help us out a lot in getting the attention of YouTube and getting the attention of, I don't know, say sponsors.
That's exactly right.
So, we've got some potential sponsors coming, and we're not allowed to say anything yet, but
Big names.
big names, big, huge,
Big. Huge. It's huge.
They're huge names,
Huge.
huge, like nothing anyone in the world has ever seen before.
Nothing from China.
Yeah, no China,
No China, but it's going to be huge.
but we
Cindy's out there. She knows what I'm talking about.
Cindy's
She's the
out
only
there.
one on the loop besides me and
Hi,
Rob.
Cindy. I'm sorry, I didn't
Nice to
see
see
you
you,
earlier.
Cindy.
Hi, Cindy. It was great meeting you and your husband the other night. You're a wonderful couple.
Looking
And,
fantastic, Cindy.
Please send our best to John. We love him. I'm praying for him multiple times a day, and we love him.
And tell him I'll be sending him some photos of fishnets this week.
And in fact, you can even tell John that we have a whole nation of outlaws praying for him.
That's right. That's even better. All right. Well, we've been Outlaw Radio Show. It's been fantastic. I want to wish everyone a fantastic night. And do what Rob said. Please like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment in the comment section after the show. I got 2 last songs for you.
Hey, I'm the Reverend,
The Reverend.
and that's Jeff James.
We love you. All right. All right, Rob. I have name droppers with
Name droppers.
Let's Live Together.
Did you do the trivia yet?
Oh, thank you for reminding me.
We talked about it, but we didn't do the piece of trivia.
Always talk about it, never do it. What about the trivia? Damn it. Okay. What did and Matt, you're not in the contest.
Yes, Matt, you're
because
not
you're
allowed
a
to win.
co-host. You can't win. And you can't throw it up there, okay? What did Rockin' Robin hit Alice Cooper with when she met him? Guys, do you have an answer for me?
MCP says he knows.
MCP can get in on this.
He can get in on this.
We got one.
Sandy Semper motherfucking Phi.
He came over with a Marines hoodie on, by the way.
Eagle Anchor Globe, baby.
Darn it, you can't remember? It was something that he uses as a stage prop.
It's something that some people use in the bedroom.
There you go.
Does that help anyone?
Ball gag?
think 50 Shades.
50 Shades of Happiness. All right, guys. I guess we'll have to continue this next week
Cuff
with music
says
trivia.
Cuff says a snake.
The snake. Oh,
Well, that is used in the bedroom.
yeah. Oh, man.
Cuff, Janine.
The anaconda.
Janine was the first one to type it in.
Janine, you got it. Cuff, you almost had it. It's a whip. She hit Alice Cooper with the stage prop whip when she went to hug him. She went to put her arm around him, and she smacked him with the whip.
Sandy wants to be whipped by the anaconda.
I think Reverend Rob can make that happen. Leave the collar on. She's going to want some absolution.
Sandy, I'll leave the light on for you.
You could pray over her in many ways. All right.
Well, I already have a halo.
True that.
It's a little crooked, but
All right, Janine. Well, congratulations. We'll be seeing you soon. We got to get you to come out to a party, okay?
Absolutely.
We're working on something right now. Let me say this before we go. The Scene's Best of Awards nominations will be out sometime this next week or so. And if we get nominated, we're going to have a party at Mr. Peabody's doing karaoke on a Friday or Saturday. I don't know what day it's going to be. If we don't get nominated, we're still going to have a party. Okay? All right. We've been Outlaw Radio Nation. You peeps have a fantastic night. And I'm going to play you out a couple tunes. This is Name Droppers.
Horns up. And
Not to
prayers,
be
Outlaw.
confused with Panty Droppers.
Lately we've seen a lot of sadness in the news. Each Monday morning we wake up with the blues. Can't we find a way where we can do better? If we learn to live together, let's live together. Let's live together. Live together. Let's live together. Let's live together where our children can run. When trouble comes along, stand as one. In any moment, in any weather, side by side we could live together. Let's live together. Let's live together for our daughters and our sons. Let's live together and we'll all stand as one. Let's live together. Let's live together where we all have the right to disagree.